Hi there, this is David, and we have some new RPG news. Normally, I don't like to come to you so often with new RPG news. I like to do it like about maybe once a week or so, but we're in announcement season, and there's a lot of stuff to cover. Just yesterday, we had Summer Game Fest, and not a lot of JRPGs were announced, but I do want to cover what was there, as well as just some other news that was put out in the last couple of days. There's a lot. So I'm going to try to give you the rundown. A couple weeks ago, maybe just about 1 week ago, I put out a video talking about the games that I'm most looking forward to coming out this year, and one of those was Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. But it's not coming out this year any longer. It's been delayed to 2023. That kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. You know, a delayed game is eventually good. I would rather it be delayed and be good than come out on time and be bad. But that's just me. I believe that this was first announced for like 2018, and it just seems to keep on getting delayed, but hopefully it is worth the wait. It's an action RPG, it looks fantastic, and I am looking forward to it. Next up on my list of things to do, Metal Max Wild West has been cancelled. I hate to start the news off with some bad news, a delay, a cancellation, but yeah, the Metal Max series has been around since the SNES. It is one of the longest running series in Japan. We haven't had that many here out in America. It started with PlayStation 2 and Metal Saga, but Wild West has been cancelled. It was going to be released this year in Japan for the PS4 and the Switch, but no longer. However, on some good news front, Metal Max Xeno Reborn is available, and that is out today for the Switch, the PS4, and the Steam. So if you want to get in the Metal Max series, that is available. There is this really cool limited edition right here for the Switch and the PS4. It comes with these little pins and everything else, these little art cards, a collector's box. Looks really nice. So if you want to get in the Metal Max series, again, Xeno releases today. You can buy it right now. So have fun with that. Now let's talk about some things that were announced at the Summer Game Fest. Honkai Star Rail, to you who will soon depart, has been announced. It is going to be released on mobile devices as well as PC. It says, I think it's kind of funny, Honkai Star Rail as the latest entry to the beloved Honkai series. I've never heard of the Honkai series, but okay, whatever, that's just me. Apparently it's the third game in that series. It looks to be a free-to-play mobile game. So if you're into that sort of stuff, you know, have at it. It does say that it's sci-fi, that you're going to be traversing, you know, the stars. So it's almost going to give me like a Star Ocean type vibe. So that seems kind of cool. It also says newcomer-friendly strategic turn-based combat integrated with maze exploration, puzzle solving, and instant action elements to provide a unique gameplay experience. Personally, I always like to see how these games pan out before I put any kind of time or energy into them, especially if it's a free-to-play mobile game. We all know how those are. Also announced at the Summer Game Fest was Zenless Zone Zero. All these tongue twisters. I don't know. This is a wild urban action game from the developers of Genshin Impact, and I know that a lot of y'all really do enjoy Genshin Impact. I've personally haven't played it. I probably should get into it to at least do a review or something along those lines. But if this has the quality of Genshin Impact, because everybody says that that is like the mobile game to play, then this one should be something to look at. It says it has the detail of Genshin Impact with the fast-paced action style, but it's futuristic and it takes place in an urban environment. So yeah, it's almost giving me kind of Scarlet Nexus vibes, maybe some SMT vibes. So yeah, seems to be pretty neat. I do wish that at the Summer Game Fest they actually announced, you know, console games and not mobile games, but whatever. There were some console games announcements though, and we'll get to that now. Piece Odyssey! We got a new trailer! I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. I don't know much about One Piece. but I have been learning more and more because I am excited about this game. This is a traditional jrpg made by the developers of Dragon Quest XI, and it is turn-based. It's based upon the anime, but I do believe that it's going to be telling its own self-contained story, so you don't need to know like all 1,000 something chapters of the anime. You can pretty much just pick up and play this on your own. It says that players could take control of Monkey D. Luffy as the Straw Hats, that's the pirates, wash up on the mysterious island following a storm at sea. So it's going to take place just in the self-contained island, but on the island they become separated from one another, and then they go on a quest to explore the island, conquer monsters, solve the island's secrets, and eventually set sail again. And that tells me again that it is going to be its own self-contained story. Hopefully, it will tell you everything that you need to know in order to enjoy it without having to, research the history and read a dissertation on, the characterization of One Piece or anything. Also, it says here that there's a live-action adaptation for Netflix for One Piece too. I had no idea about that, but that's pretty cool. It's set to be released for the PS4, PS5, Xbox, and the PC. I personally cannot wait myself. Okay, now, also at the Summer Games Fest, a little teeny tiny bit more was revealed about Soul Hackers 2, the $200 limited edition game that I'm still upset about. But anyway, yeah. Basically, we just got to hear a teensy tiny bit of the English voice acting in the new trailer. I'll put a link to that. So I'll put a link to all of these actually in the video description so you can read the articles and peruse them at your leisure after watching this video. But yeah, you can hear just a little tiny bit of the snippets of the gameplay. So yeah, you can buy the standard for $60 and the premium for $200. But anyway, this is going to be releasing on August 25th of this year for the PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC. This has been a sequel 25 years in the making, and I do like the SMT series, just not really the Persona series, so I am looking forward to this one as well. Now, getting out of the Summer Game Fest and getting into some other announcements, we have something from Square. Okay, so a Final Fantasy VII anniversary stream raises hopes of Remake Part 2 reveal. Square has announced a short and sweet 25th anniversary broadcast set for June 16th. This is not the 21st anniversary of Final Fantasy, it's the 25th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII, their little love child right here. So it's supposed to be happening at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time on June 16th. It's only going to be about 10 minutes long. And they didn't say what they're going to be announcing, but there's a couple things that they could be announcing or could be showing in that 10 minutes. I, for one, hope and pray that we're going to be getting Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, but then there's also the First Soldier that they could be talking about. They could also be talking about Ever Crisis. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, they could be talking about all three for all we know. Those are mobiles, but really, I'm into the consoles. I want Part 2. I do remember reading a while back that Square was saying, yeah, the Remake Part 1 is taking a long time because we have to, build everything from the ground up. But once we get Part 1 done, then the next parts will come a lot quicker because, we've already built the basics. But they're still taking their sweet time, I've got to say. I'm really kind of shocked that we haven't seen anything more about Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 at this point, but hey. Yeah, we just gotta wait for it. Well, let's talk about some games that you can purchase now. Today, right now, today, the first day that the Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure Limited Edition is available. It looks like it's $90, but it looks like there's plenty of stock left as well. And let's see what we got going on right here. We have a hardcover art book. We have the Anthems of Crossbell Part 2 official soundtrack with 10 select tracks there. New Recruits acrylic stands, those little standees right there. There's the soundtrack. A steel book, very, very nice. Love it. United is one cloth poster right here. There we go. And then the collector's box. So you get quite a lot of things for this $90. And as many of you are aware, the Legend of Heroes series is near and dear to my heart. I do enjoy it very much. And considering how much you get for only $90, I think that this is well worth it. Unlike some other collector's editions for $200. But yeah, if y'all want this is releasing sometime in 2023. The collector's editions are on sale now, so have at it. And then the last thing that I want to talk about that we should have been able to buy, but we can't buy yet, is still Xenoblade Chronicles 3. The disaster. Yeah, this is still releasing to be determined now. Nintendo needs to get this together. They need to figure this out because we're all waiting with bated breath for Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Special Edition to come out. But basically, after the debacle that they had the other day, they've said, hey, we're going to wait and we're only going to release this whenever we have, all of our ducks in a row. I guess they underestimated how many people were excited about this. Like me, I want this. So hopefully we get it. Anyway, y'all, hope that you enjoyed this new RPG news. Hope that y'all are excited about it as I am. There's a lot of really good stuff here. Some not so good stuff with the cancellations, the delays, and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, we're on a positive trajectory. Hope that y'all enjoyed this, and as always, have a good day.